What's up everyone, it's JIMBO. Welcome back to my channel. Today we're checking out a couple different spray coatings or paint protection in a new series on my channel that I'm introducing with this video. I think it's gonna be this video, it may be a separate one, but it's a this or that. So again, staying true to my favorite thing of comparing different products, which also gives me a framework to film more videos in. I think I ran the course with cheap versus expensive, and then had a few different other ones in there. So we're gonna keep the format of the videos kind of the same, but just introduce a this or that. That way I can, it opens myself up a little bit more to more products. So I'm actually very excited about it. This is gonna be one of the first videos of this or that. And to do that, to break that off, we're gonna start with the Carpro Reload 2.0. This is a popular product. I've actually done a video a long time ago on Carpro Reload, which had some interesting results. But up against that, we're gonna do Vonixx. This is their Sio2 Pro. And the reason why I picked these are, they actually is a cheap versus expensive, and that's kind of where I started. The Vonixx Sio2 Pro is gonna set you back about 16 bucks at the time of this recording, of course. And then the Carpro Reload 2.0 is gonna set you back about $37 for a 16-ounce bottle. But honestly, sometimes when I'm looking at products, I just look at like, do the labels look similar? Do the branding look similar? And in my opinion, these two brandings look kind of similar. They're both very sexy labels, sexy bottles. They're both very cool. And I'll bring you in closer to do an up close on the bottles and talk about some key features. But what we're gonna do is we're gonna apply it to the panel. I'm applying on a Friday, so it probably would be at least 3 or 4 days before I get to torture test it. But we're definitely gonna torture test it. And then I'll come back with a conclusion and tell you if you should pick this one or that one. So all that and more coming up in this video. So first up, we have the Carpro Reload. This is Reload 2.0. This is a silica and siloxane spray sealant. All right, not a chemist, so don't come at me. This is their new formula, as in 2.0. That's how you know it. It talks about improved gloss, slickness, water spot, and chemical resistance with durability up to 3 months. So this is not a crazy durable product. This should be an easy wipe on, wipe off method. And in fact, that's exactly what it talks about in the instructions or the directions. Shake well, spray Reload 2.0 over a section, spray evenly with a microfiber towel, wait 30 to 60 seconds, use a second microfiber towel to give it a final wipe until the finish is clear, and then move to the next section. I'm gonna be honest with you, that's a little bit more work than I would like to see out of a 3-month product, but you could honestly probably get away with not waiting that 30 to 60 seconds or moving on to the next panel and coming back. It's probably not that big of a deal. It does have a fairly strong petroleum scent, but I don't think anyone does better labels than Carpro. From a branding standpoint, I just love this label. They redesigned it a couple years ago, and all of their labels just look absolutely phenomenal. It's probably because it has some recognizable text, but honestly, just from the colors to the clear kind of darker bottle, I just absolutely love their branding, and I think they've knocked it out of the park once again. And so, yeah, but that's should be a fairly easy application with this spray and wipe, which I'm a big fan of. It would be interesting to see if you could do it wet as well, like as a drying aid. But for this video, I'm gonna specifically follow instructions and maybe get a little loosey-goosey at the end. So give it a good shake before we apply it onto the panel, and let's move on to the Vonixx Sio2 Pro and take a closer look at that. All right, and taking a look at the Vonixx Sio2 Pros as well, going to be a 16.9 fluid ounces or a 500 milliliter bottle. So same as the Carpro Reload. The Sio2 Pro is a ceramic spray sealant, and it does have a couple different languages on here. I'm just seeing what talks about. The call outs on it are, it's a 3-in-1, so it works on paint, plastic, and headlights, I guess. And you have 4 months worth of durability, so you get 1 extra month, at least according to this. One thing I do love about all the Vonixx bottles that I wish a lot more brands would do is they have this kind of chart or this graph on the back which talks about the protection gloss and then water behavior. And so 4 out of 5 on the water behavior, looks like a 3.5 on gloss and then a 3.5 on protection. So again, both of these products are meant to be they could be standalone products, but they are really meant to be used as kind of toppers, I guess. Though both of them can stand on their own, they are both meant to be used fairly often. They don't have claims of 12 months, which I actually really appreciate that they don't say, hey, this is gonna last a year. I think for the detailing market and detailing chemicals, we are entering a time where consumers, at least I know I do, really want honesty. So I'd rather see the honesty in the 3 to 4 months and then it actually get 3 to 4 months than say 12 months and then, a month down the line you're losing it. But come on, look at how sexy these bottles look. I think the Vonixx and the Carpro both crushing it on the branding and marketing. Vonixx has the QR code for more tips and tricks. The Carpro doesn't offer that, but honestly, if these are on your shelf in your garage or in your house, either one of these, they look absolutely phenomenal. I think they're just super good looking. And yeah, I definitely think they look cool. And if you own a shop and you're using this, these products are not the hardest products to get, but they're not on Amazon. So a little bit more difficult. So let's apply it to the panel like so, and then we will let it cure. Neither one of them really talk about a cure time, but I'm gonna give them both a cure time of a couple days and then do a water behavior test and a torture test. In preparation for the application, what I did, excuse me, is I took M110, which I feel like is a really nice aggressive compound, and then a Eurofiber pad on my Flex battery powered DA, and hit this whole entire panel with the compound, and then I wiped it with a panel prep spray, and I feel like that is ideal to, and the reason why I leave the compound on there is that I feel like that compound specifically is a little aggressive, and so it kind of leaves it a little hazy, the panel a little hazy, and then so we can really get that depth of color. So first we'll try the Reload on the right side of the panel. I'll do 2 sprays, 1 spray into the panel, and then it says to apply it, wipe it in, wait 30 to 60 seconds. It is a little tacky underneath the towel. It does kind of have a petroleum smell, and even on that wipe, see, I think the directions go a little bit too far because I'm not seeing any residue at all. So you probably could really get away without waiting that 30 to 60 seconds. But I'm just gonna flip the towel to the dry side. Again, I don't see any residue at all. It's a little slicker under the towel, and it does seem to have added some gloss. I'm gonna do 1 more spray, do it again, just so we can see what it's like. Yeah, it looks like you're gonna be able to just wipe it on and rub it in. I don't think you're gonna get any streaking. It is a little tacky under the towel, so it'll be interesting to see if that slickness develops. It is definitely slicker. It's interesting. It's smoother underneath the towel, but it's actually smoothest when you feel it with your hand and not underneath the towel. Got these towels from Shane Pennington. Shout out to him from Fiber Factory. For those, there is the Carpro Reload application. Does add a nice bit of gloss to the panel that I can see. And yeah, but just a little tacky underneath the towel, but nothing crazy. We will apply the Vonixx Sio2 Pro. Let me prime the sprayer. The sprayer's actually off. There we go. Shake and bake. 2 sprays, 1 into the towel. Getting a little bit of a petroleum smell as well. This one is a tad smoother underneath the towel, but very similar actually. Very similar. So there, I'll follow the Carpro Reload instructions, because I think if I look at the instructions on here, what does it say to do? Shake the product. Small amount, finish with a clean. Yeah, it's pretty much the same thing. Work a small area, apply it, and then Finish with a clean and dry microfiber towel, turning it frequently until you get the desired results. Repeat the process in application. So, nice slickness underneath the towel. Tad more, we're splitting hairs here, tad more than the Carpro Reload, but hard pressed to tell the difference. I'll do one more spray right there. Interesting, it's already beating water. The Carpro didn't do that, but who knows, could be a fluke thing. All right, so application, to be totally frank, is so incredibly similar. You would be, if I was blindfolded, I wouldn't be able to tell the difference. Both seem to add a nice depth of gloss onto the panel, even initially. Both are smooth. Man, they are very, very, very similar. Very similar. So very similar in application, very similar in feel. My hand is actually smooth, which is kind of cool. I like that feeling versus it being like a dried out. So what I'm gonna do is leave this to cure for probably 3 days, but definitely at least 24 hours. And then I'll come back to it and we'll do a water behavior test and a torture test. And then I will summarize my thoughts, feelings, and emotions at the end of the video. On a Friday, today's Monday, we have the Carpro on the right, the Vonixx on the left. Let's do a little water behavior test. I'm glad we're getting a few differences. Obviously, the Carpro has the water kind of running off a little bit more than the Vonixx side, but it is kind of splitting hairs here. Let me get the blower going. Both looked equally as good. And again, I'm going back and forth on, do I rub the product in when I do a torture test? Do I not? I guess we'll start with not and then see how it goes. For the first round, we're gonna do this is Eastwood Concourse Premium Car Care. This is their almost clay, so iron decontaminator, I guess, would be the most, supposed to be pH neutral. At least that's what it says. So we'll spray this on here and see how it does. We'll let it dwell. For those of you that are new, torture tests are just for fun, just to see, but I have seen a lot of correlation to products performing well in a torture test and products performing well over a long period of time, but I have been surprised. I should have done a little bit of research. I did want to see what the difference between Carpro, the original formula, and then the Carpro 2.0. I wonder if it set it on the, well, we're kind of letting that dwell. Guess I could take a peek at it. I guess I talked about it probably. Improved gloss slickness, water spot, and chemical resistance. So a little bit more durable with some better attributes, I guess, would be the goal of their 2.0. Wonder why they called it 2.0. It's kind of weird. All right, so sometimes what I look for when the chemicals are dwelling is the product kind of fighting off the chemical either way, or is one different than the other? I guess it would kind of look like this spot, I guess, or it beating water, but that's dwelled for long enough. Let's see if either one of them took a hit at all. And not at all, so that's really good. I do a pretty long rinse cycle, even initially, because we saw with some of the chemical guys products, and this is where this gets interesting the more videos that I do about it. I did a chemical guys product, I think they're Lucent Spray Shine or something like that. It was like a spray wax. And the spray wax was literally coming off as I was rinsing it with water. So I tend to do a long rinse cycle to try it. So Next up, I have a video with this product in it coming up. Mr. Cartoon, actually, I already released it. I kind of am doing these videos simultaneously. I already released it. If you're interested in the Turtle Wax Mr. Cartoon collaboration, I did a video with this product versus the bleach white product. If you're interested in that video, you can check it out over on my channel. So again, this is a higher pH. It's tire cleaner, so, but in the bleach white tire cleaner, funny enough, it says don't use when it's windy. Why would you not use it when it's windy? Well, it'll spray on your paint. So even though a lot of people say these are unrealistic, it can happen if you're cleaning your car in unrealistic situations. So definitely looking for the chemical resistance aspect of these products, again, fighting it off. And if we make it through a few rounds of torture, I'll start rubbing stuff in. All right, that's really good news. Both look great. And if I remember back to my Carpro original video, would have been years and years ago, it didn't do that well. So maybe they did come out with a 2.0 because they watched my video. No, I'm just kidding. Not true at all. Came out with the 2.0 to improve that chemical resistance. I think an interesting point to make that we are dealing with quite a big price gap here. So the Vonixx is, I think, around 15 bucks, and the Carpro is like 38. So we are dealing with quite a big price difference. So even if we could get the Vonixx to be close and similar to the Carpro, that'd be a big step. The Vonixx and Carpro both, I don't think either of them are on Amazon. I tried to buy the Carpro twice on Amazon and it got rejected and didn't ship. The Vonixx may be up on Amazon soon. This is really nasty stuff. If you're looking for a heavy duty cleaner, this stuff is the heavy duty cleaner that you've been looking for. This is super aggressive. I have it diluted down quite a bit right now. I think at least 4-to-1, and I still choke on it. So if you're looking for, it says truck wash, so if you can imagine what a truck wash is gonna do, this is what it'll do. So this is a heavy duty cleaner degreaser. And probably what we'll do is we'll probably start wiping it in after we let this one dwell. So yeah, we're dealing with almost a 3 times more expensive product in the Carpro Reload 2.0. And from every other attribute up until this point, they are so similar that I would honestly, I would honestly tell you to just save your money and go with the Vonixx, strictly from just a money standpoint of like, it's cheaper and offers pretty much the same thing. Also looks very similar in this torture test as well. So again, I'm keeping my eye on any degradation, or I think it's because the mist, but it is interesting. The Vonixx is kind of beating a little bit. So is the Carpro down there. Let's rinse it and see. Looks like the Vonixx might have taken a little bit of a hit there. Let's hit it with a wet towel on both sides. Pretty impressed with the improvement of the Carpro Reload. Again, from what I remember, the original Reload wasn't anything to be impressed about, especially at the price point that it was. So, and again, Carpro Reload, you're looking about 2.5 times the price of the Vonixx. And these are so similar, I almost feel like I'm being punked. Like these are possibly the same thing. Honestly, they're so similar. All right, we're gonna start rubbing it in, make things exciting. Gorilla, gonna hit it again. Which I'm sure has happened before where I compare two products and they do the same thing because they probably are the same thing. I'm not saying that that's true with this, but if that's the case, like I said, just buy the Vonixx because it's 2.5 times less. I think it was like 15 bucks, so almost 3 times as expensive. And you're gonna get similar results. So, and I think if it's on Amazon and you can actually get it, like I said, I tried to buy the Carpro Reload twice, 2 different times, 2 different listings on Amazon, and both times they got undeliverable, or I wasn't able to get it. So, all right, that's the Gorilla, the first wipe in. So let's see, we've done the Eastwood, we got an iron remover, the all tire, the Gorilla. Yeah, we've made it like 4 or 5 rounds. So this is good. This is good stuff. And there we go. Oh, I gotta hit it with a wet towel. All right, let me hit it with a wet towel. Where'd we go here? Looks like the Carpro may be a little bit water sheeting right here in the middle. So we'll see how it goes. Yeah, so the Carpro is sheeting, you call it sheeting, slightly a little bit more in this area. The Vonixx is slowly starting to dissipate that water right there in the middle. Both getting pretty sticky. I'm honestly just gonna call it dead there because I think, in my opinion, both products did really good. Nice to see the Carpro Reload 2.0 better than the original Carpro product Reload. That's always good to see when a product does better than its original. So happy to see that for them. Also, huge shout out to Vonixx. I think the Vonixx did incredibly well for a product that is, 3 times less the price. And so, and when it's so similar, so these products, I might be getting punked, I don't know. But these products are so similar that you might as well just save the money. At least that's what I found in my testing. But I hope you guys enjoyed that video. Again, the Vonixx versus the Carpro Reload 2.0, both good products. Save yourself some money. Go for the Vonixx, that's my opinion. They both look the same. Other than that, to me, maybe the Carpro outlasted the Vonixx a little bit more in the torture test. But honestly, once we go up 4 or 5 rounds of the torture test, any product in that realm is a winner to me, especially when it doesn't just wipe off with water. So hope you guys enjoyed that video, and I will catch you guys on the next one. See ya.